Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Pokus has come back. He is once again with the staring contest business.
His book, Presumption of Guilt, is about the wrongful arrest of another Harvard professor, Henry.
I swear to God, he does this all on his own.
You might remember he's 22 years old.
Sometimes he's fixated on it for like,
where he died after he was shot 41 times
like
by 4 New York police officers.
minutes on minutes.
Alicia Salzer. It's nice to have all of them.
I just don't get it.
Focus on the 911 calls. The call lasts a little over 4 minutes.
I placed a number of things around the house.
Everybody is focusing on in this
because he'll focus on anything that's on the ground. Why, I don't know.
Zimmerman and the dispatcher.
He just does.
This guy looks like he's up to no good, or he's on drugs or something. It's raining, and he's just walking around looking about.
Look at him. Look at him.
Professor Ogletree, I'll start with you. To me, at the end of the day, the most important question seems to be, what was it that made Trayvon Martin suspicious to George Zimmerman, correct?
He was black, and he was a male, and Zimmerman saw him. This is what the book is all about, that you know Soledad. It's not about Henry Gates. It's about the presumption of guilt. You look at someone's skin, you look at what they're wearing, and when I talk in the book, I talked about the Trayvon.
I just don't get it.
And he is now becoming a legend.
What is it
every relative, every sibling, every
that
stranger gonna say, what do I do
grabs his attention? He has to have some kind of psychological dysfunction, because that is really not normal. He's not staring at he's staring at the floor. I'm thinking he's staring at the bottom of the potty. The floor. It was at the bottom of the potty. He was going at the back of the bottom. And he's off. And he's off. A full 2 minutes there. I'm sure he'll be back shortly. And he's back.
And when I talk about presumption of guilt, people presume guilty by where they drive, where they live,
yes,
where they walk,
yes,
where they jog, where they sleep. And this is 2012.
That is the funny.
Every parent has to have that fear. And I'm not excusing black on black crime. It is just a serious crime. The presumption of guilt, killing people because of the way they look, the way they dress, the colors they're wearing. All of this is wrong.
Mrs. Diallo, your son, Amadou, was shot dead by police. It was a case of mistaken identity. He was reaching for his wallet. We all know now. It happened back in February of 1999. He was just 22 years old. You have been working for the last 15 years, I know, to try to bridge the gap and help people understand.
Yes, New York. That's how they do. That's how they do.
Thank you, Soledad, for having me tonight. Let me tell you what struck me here.
They shoot first, ask questions later.
She said to me, Mom,
yeah, that was a really big deal in New York.
3 boys,
yes.
7 years old today.
That happened on, like, remember where I showed you where I grew up at? That happened over there. Did they riot? I'm sure they did. I can't remember that, but I'm sure they
did. We should
did.
not deal with these kind of cases after 13 years of struggle, of talking, of
it was a big deal in New York.
The debate in churches and in college campuses, even in high school. Let me say, I don't know the technicality of the case. I don't want to comment on the case, but I am curious to know.
Don't worry about it.
The size of Dr. Zimmerman and
don't worry about it. No, nobody's gonna know who you are.
House of the Crazies, Part 1.
Yeah, yes, this is House of the Crazies, Part 1.
If the police don't come to stop,
yes, out there. Yes, Wild World. This is the House of the Crazies. This is not the only bugged out stuff that goes on. It's just a whole bunch of craziness that just goes on with this family. We are all a bunch of nuts. All of us. Yeah, he's still going. That's going on 5 minutes now.
Not to raise your hands, not to put your clothes in certain ways.
Yeah, the funniest thing is that he hasn't done this until I really believe this has something to do with magic.
Well, he was working at the corner.
Yeah, I guess. And I didn't really look at it like the way I'm looking at it now. Because he's the run from corner to corner. I just never see him fixated on, you know what? No, he has been. Because he used to always go behind the speaker, the bass speaker. And be doing it. Right. And be scratching the floor.
He just got more stuff to do with it.
Yeah. He has more room to do it. And it's like, this is crazy.
What measures can be implemented so that this is not a reviving crisis in our
Unbelievable. I think he's focused on a piece of paper on the ground. Yes, Miss Trinity.
Take this event and move it in a direction that 13 years later we're not having that same conversation.
How do you spell regular?
We learned from Trayvon Martin's
R-E-G-U-L-A-R. Regular.
We have to think about our role in law enforcement. We can't always say we're against law enforcement. We need to have a much more diverse law enforcement. We need to talk about community policing where people are on the ground, on the streets, talking to people so they know that you're there.
But one thing, though, is different right now that I do see. He's been going at least in this particular time, he's been going for almost 7 minutes now. And he really hasn't barked at it. Usually he'll bark at it. Yeah, I think the spray bottle's probably been working a little bit. Yeah, because what we have done, he used to usually bark at these things. I mean, just continues barking and barking and barking. So I got into the habit of grabbing a spray bottle and spraying him every time he started doing it. As you can see, at least for now, it's 7 minutes now. He's been going, he hasn't barked at it, but it hasn't deterred him from his death stare on EJ's potty. Yes, yes.
Your finances can't manage themselves, but that doesn't mean they won't try.
He is still going and going.
Of the one person who can, a certified financial planner professional, CFP. Let's make a plan.
And he's off. And he's off. Well, I guess I'll put an end to this episode because I guess it doesn't change much from that. If he's not going to stare at the fly swatter or sneaker or suitcase or sneaker. Alright, well, that's the end of that. Good night, everyone.